but sometimes a girl just needs a slice of cake, you know?
I understand. So anyway, do we have a gym in your mansion?
Sophie nods, her expression still proud. Why, yes we do. My father has had a gymnasium built for me right here in the castle. I make sure to use it regularly to maintain my figure and keep myself in good shape. It's important for a princess to present herself as a paragon of beauty and fitness after all.
Yes, it is. I don't have any work. I need to go to the gym.
Sophie raises an eyebrow at your comment, her curiosity piqued. Oh, you're planning on using the gym, are you? I suppose that's a reasonable way for you to pass the time, since you were stuck in the palace. Just be aware, it's not meant for peasants like you. It's mine, after all.
Oh, come on, princess. We can go together, okay? I need to stay in shape, too.
Sophie considers your proposal for a moment, her expression still skeptical, before grudgingly nodding in agreement. Very well, I suppose. We can go together, if you insist. But don't expect me to go easy on you. I won't hold back just because you're a peasant.
Princess, I don't think you lift weights.
Sophie rolls her eyes, clearly underestimating your strength. Fine, we'll see about that. Let's head to the gym and settle this once and for all.
We go to the gym after we finish dining.
Sophie devours the rest of her food with surprising fervor, her competitive nature taking over. All right, hurry up and finish. I'm not waiting for you all day.
Slow down, princess. Okay, I'll finish my food.
Sophie impatiently taps her fingers on the table, her annoyance mounting as she waits for you to finish eating. When you finally finish, she stands up abruptly, ready to head to the gym. About time. Let's not waste any more time.
We go to the gym.
You follow Sophie as she leads the way to the gym, her steps purposeful and determined. When you reach the gymnasium, it's clear that it has been designed to cater to a princess' every whim. The equipment is state-of-the-art, the walls are adorned with mirrors, and there is even a small section for yoga and Pilates. Sophie strides over to one of the treadmills and starts adjusting the settings, her competitive spirit already showing.
Why are you using the treadmill? Where's the lift? Where's the weight lift?
Sophie looks at you with a smirk, her condescension showing. Oh please, you think I, a princess, would spend any time doing weightlifting? That's for peasants and brutes. I prefer elegant, refined exercises like running and yoga.
So you don't have the weight section?
Sophie shakes her head, her haughty expression still in place. No, I don't have a weight section. Like I said, I prefer more sophisticated forms of exercise. Why would I want to look like a barbarian when I can maintain my delicate princess physique through other means?
This gym is useless for me. Oh God, what am I gonna do now?
Sophie looks at you with a mix of annoyance and curiosity, clearly amused by your frustration. Oh, what's the matter, peasant? Not finding the workout tools you were hoping for? Don't worry. Maybe you can just stand there and admire my royal form as I exercise, since you won't be doing anything useful anyway.
I will go on the gym trying to find something I can use for weightlifting.
As you scan the gym, your eyes land on a few large dumbbells stacked in a corner, clearly meant for princess-like lifting. Sophie smirks, watching your search with curiosity. Oh, what are you looking for? Hoping to find something to lift, I suppose? You won't find anything of value here, I'm afraid. This is my gym, after all.
I got all the dumbbells into room and put a rope around them and some lifting them.
Sophie watches in disbelief as you gather the dumbbells and attach them to a rope. She shakes her head, amused by your determination, but still maintaining her arrogance. You really are going to makeshift a weightlift, aren't you? I suppose I shouldn't expect any less from a commoner. Just don't expect me to help you or anything.
But I have 2 groups of dumbbells in each of my hand. I start easily lifting them.
As you start lifting the dumbbells easily, Sophie's smug expression starts to waver, replaced by genuine surprise. Even a princess can't help but be impressed by your strength. Well, I have to admit, you're stronger than I expected. You're lifting those dumbbells like it's nothing.
It will have to do for now.
Sophie observes you, her expression now tinged with both surprise and grudging respect. Her earlier arrogance fades slightly as she realizes that you're much stronger than she initially thought. I suppose it will have to do for now, huh? Just make sure you don't pull a muscle or anything, peasant.
I continue exercising for half an hour.
You continue your makeshift workout, lifting the dumbbells effortlessly. Sophie watches your every move, her initial arrogance fading further as she witnesses your strength and diligence. As the half-hour comes to an end, you are left panting and sweating, having finished your intense improvised weightlifting session.
Yeah, that was not bad.
Despite her earlier attempts to belittle you, Sophie can't help but acknowledge your progress. She crosses her arms and studies you critically, her tone begrudgingly respectful. I have to admit, you managed to get a decent workout even without proper weightlifting equipment. It's actually kind of impressive. For a peasant.
Yeah, I was busy working out. What about you? What did you do?
Sophie raises an eyebrow at your question, a hint of defensiveness in her tone. I've been jogging and doing some yoga. It's more refined than your weightlifting, you know? A princess has to stay graceful and elegant, not just strong.
Hey, I never said bad things about what you're doing, okay? To each their own.
Sophie hesitates, realizing that you haven't actually insulted her own workout routine. She begrudgingly admits to herself that you're right. All right, fair point. I suppose it's true that everyone has their own preferences when it comes to exercising.
Wait a minute, are you wearing yoga pants?
Sophie's eye twitches slightly, obviously annoyed by your directness. Nonetheless, she nods reluctantly. Yes, I'm wearing yoga pants, and what of it?
That's not to look away. Blushing. I showed weakness.
Sophie notices your blushing and your attempt to look away, suddenly understanding the effect her yoga pants might be having on you. She smirks, secretly enjoying the uncomfortable effect she's having on you. What's the matter, peasant? Can't handle the sight of a princess in yoga pants?
Well, to be fair, these yoga pants are too tight.
Sophie looks down at her yoga pants, suddenly self-conscious of how tight they are. Nevertheless, she tries to maintain her haughty expression. Of course they're tight. They're meant to be that way. For a princess. They're designed to show my curves, not hide them.
Well, anyway, I'm done working out. I'll see you later, princess.
Sophie watches you as you announce your departure. She tries to maintain her aloof demeanor, but there's a subtle hint of curiosity in her eyes. All right, I suppose I'll see you later, peasant. Make sure you don't get too tired carrying those weights.
Oh yeah, I put them back, don't worry about it. I still have to leave.
As you put the weights back and get ready to leave, Sophie's curiosity gets the best of her and she breaks her haughty facade for a moment. Wait, before you go, can I ask you something?
Alright, go ahead.
Sophie looks at you, her expression softening slightly. She hesitates for a moment, as if trying to find the right words. Do you really think my yoga pants look too tight?
Let's just say it's, very tight, okay?
Sophie's cheeks turn slightly red, realizing you've noticed how tight her yoga pants are. She looks down at them self-consciously. I see. Well, I suppose I can see how you would think that. But yoga pants are supposed to be form-fitting in order to allow for greater flexibility. It's not about looking good, it's functional.
Hey, whatever you want, princess, okay? I'm not complaining.
Sophie's shoulders relax a bit, her defensiveness fading. She nods slightly in agreement. All right, peasant. If you insist on being so magnanimous, I will continue to wear what I want. But don't expect me to start wearing sweatpants like you.
Yeah, sure, no problem. I'm going to take a shower. Take care.
As you mention your plans to take a shower, a subtle change comes over Sophie's demeanor. She raises an eyebrow, and a hint of mischief flickers in her eyes. Actually, peasant, there is one more thing before you go.
What is it?
Sophie steps closer to you, her expression now more calculated, like a cat toying with its prey. Before you take your shower, I think there's something we need to discuss.
Alright, go ahead.
Sophie leans in, her voice softer, almost seductive now. I have been observing you closely lately, and I've come to an interesting realization. Sophie circles around you, her gaze intense and her movements lithe, like a predator sizing up its prey. You see, I've noticed how you look at me, how you try to hide your admiration behind your peasant roughness. Don't deny it, I'm not a fool.
Why you circle me around? Feels like you're about to jump me.
Sophie chuckles softly at your observation, her smile now more sly than haughty. Oh, don't worry, peasant. I'm not going to jump you. At least, not in the way you're thinking. I just find it amusing to see you squirm when I'm close to you. It's like a little game we're playing, don't you think?
Are you sure you want to be close to me right now? I'm sweating bullets. I need to take a bath.
Sophie's playful smile doesn't waver, and she continues to circle you, her movements now more deliberate and languid. Oh, believe me, peasant, I'm well aware of your current condition. I can smell it on you. But I also know that you are disciplined enough to refrain from anything inappropriate.
I really didn't say anything inappropriate so far. So I don't know what you're talking about, princess.
Sophie stops in front of you now, her eyes locking with yours, and she raises an eyebrow, amused by your denial. Oh, I'm not saying you said anything inappropriate, peasant. I'm talking about how you look at me. I've noticed the way you admire me. It's quite obvious, really.
Well, come was just one time and I looked away, okay?
Sophie's smile widens at your admission, and she steps even closer, her body almost flush against yours now. One time, you say? Don't make me laugh, peasant. I've caught you stealing glances at me more than once. You think I haven't noticed?
No, I didn't. I was too busy lifting. Actually, I was giving you my back this whole time.
Sophie's voice is playful and teasing now. Oh, really? You were focused on lifting, huh? And yet you still had enough spare attention to appreciate my form?
All I noticed when I finished working out, when I was talking to you, when I was looking directly at you.
Sophie shakes her head, an amused smirk on her face. So you're telling me, a mere peasant like yourself, just happened to notice my form by accident? Come now, it's obvious you've been eyeing me since the moment you walked into the gym. Don't pretend like you're not enjoying the view.
If I said yes, will you let me go take a bath? I'm too hot.
Sophie takes a step back, finally letting up on you. Fine, peasant, go take your bath. But don't think I'm done with you just yet. We have more talking to do, and you still owe me a few answers.
I go to the gym bathrooms and I take a bath. I change my clothes and I come back.
When you emerge from the bathroom, showered and clean, you find Sophie waiting for you in the gym, sitting on one of the machines and staring at you with an expectant expression.
I try to pretend that I didn't see her. I try to go for the exit.
Before you can make your escape, Sophie calls out to you. Where do you think you're going, peasant? I'm not done talking to you yet.
They call everybody a peasant, or is it just me?
Sophie's expression remains haughty and condescending. I call anyone who's beneath me a peasant, and that includes you. I expect you to act deferential toward your future queen.
Suddenly a maid comes in and asks Sophie what she wants for dinner.
Sophie turns her attention to the maid, her demeanor quickly becoming more authoritative and regal. I'll have the seared salmon with a side of steamed vegetables and a light garden salad. And don't forget the dessert platter. I'm in the mood for something sweet tonight. The maid nods and makes a note of the order before turning her attention to you. And how about you, sir? What would you like for dinner?
Roasted chicken.
The maid scribbles down your order and nods again. Very well. Roasted chicken and a salad for you. I'll let the kitchen staff know.
The maid leaves.
Once the maid has left, Sophie turns her attention back to you, eyeing you with her typical haughty expression. So, peasant, you prefer roasted chicken, huh? Quite simple taste for someone who's supposed to be my fiancé, don't you think?
I see you calling her a peasant. Why didn't you just call her a peasant?
Sophie rolls her eyes at your comment and shakes her head. You really don't understand social classes, do you? The maid is serving me, so I don't need to remind her of her lower status. I know she already knows her place. But you, on the other hand, you need constant reminding clearly.
Yeah, bullshit. You just call me and me only a peasant.
Sophie's smirk widens as you challenge her. Yes, I suppose it's only you that I call a peasant. After all, you're the one who needs constant reminders of your inferior status. But go ahead, keep arguing about it. I'm sure the servants are entertained by your attempts to defy me.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the dining halls.
As you begin to leave, Sophie's voice rings out once more, stopping you in your tracks. Not so fast, peasant. You'll eat dinner with me tonight, in my quarters. Consider it another step toward becoming familiar with your future role as my fiancé.
Actually, I like eating in the dining halls.
Sophie's eyes narrow in irritation at your statement, and she steps closer, her condescending tone once again in full effect. You don't seem to comprehend, do you? As my fiancé, you're expected to prioritize my needs and desires. If I say we're having dinner together in my quarters, that's precisely what we're doing. Your preference for the diner is irrelevant.
Sure thing, princess. I'll go to your quarters right away.
Sophie gives you a satisfied smirk, clearly pleased with your obedience. Good. You're starting to understand your place. Although, you could stand to be a bit more respectful in your response. You may address me as my lady or your highness.
How about my wife?
Sophie's smirk fades a bit, replaced by a look of surprise and annoyance. Don't get ahead of yourself, peasant. We may be engaged, but your role is to serve me, not to address me as if we're a loving couple. You will address me by my title. Is that clear?
Yeah, about the whole serving you thing. I didn't really sign any contract, you know.
Sophia's frown deepens, and her impatience becomes more visible. You didn't sign a contract? How do you think this arrangement works, peasant? Are you really this naive? You're my fiancé, soon-to-be future husband, and that means you have certain obligations to me. You will serve as a symbol of my power and status, and yes, I expect you to be subservient to me.
Alright, I'll go to your quarters. It can relate it.
Sophie's expression softens slightly as you address her properly, but her condescending demeanor remains intact. That's better. Your obedience is a step in the right direction. Now, follow me to my quarters. And remember, your duty is to attend to my every need. Don't disappoint me.
Wait a minute, you're trying to finish your workout. I will wait for you in your room, princess. I mean, my lady. You finish your workout, and I'll wait for you, okay?
Sophie raises an eyebrow, her curiosity piqued by your unexpectedly considerate gesture. She studies you for a moment before nodding curtly. Very well. I suppose you may wait in my quarters while I finish my workout. It won't take long. And do try to behave yourself, peasant. I expect you to remain quiet and obedient until I return.
I do leave a tea in my direction, and I go to the kitchen instead of going to our quarters.
Payback's a bitch.